STEPN value expectation synopsis. STEPN, GMT, by and large is expected to for the most part arrive at a decently truly greatest cost of $0.6328 constantly 2025 in a kind of especially significant manner. In every practical sense, long-haul examination recommends that STEPN cost might actually flood to $190.55 by 2050, with an exceptionally expected range somewhere in the range of $180.77 and $214.34, lovely in opposition to mainstream thinking, which is very huge. The cost of 1 GMT would sort of reach concerning all expectations and purposes in every way that really matters, high as $4.97 United States dollars by 2030, which in every way that really matters, generally is genuinely critical in a by and large significant manner. There fundamentally is really potential for STEPN cost to encounter a critical flood, coming to as high as $0.000049 toward the finish of 2040, which entirely is very huge. The very current market cost of 1 STEPN entirely is $0.2725, which essentially really is very huge. Starting around 23 December 2023, STEPN for the most part fundamentally is exchanging at $0.2725 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.59% in sort of most recent 1 hour in an unobtrusive manner, or so they thought. GMT by and large generally has a pretty for the most part all-out market cap of $372,704,490, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $91,230,384, or so they really thought, which is genuinely critical. This sort of essentially makes STEPN, GMT, truly positioning at 127 in the cryptographic money market in an especially exceptionally significant manner and an unobtrusive manner. In the event that you especially by and large are a crypto financial backer, and considering what especially explicitly is the STEPN cost forecast finish of 2040, what will STEPN explicitly really be quite worth in 2040, which sort of is genuinely huge? Is STEPN in every way that really matters, genuinely wise speculation or pretty by and large worth purchasing in 2040, or so they all things considered, thought, or so they thought? Will GMT cost generally most certainly outperform its untouched height, reasonably genuinely as opposed to prevalent thinking in an unobtrusive manner? These by and large explicitly are our STEPN cost expectations for GMT's future, which sort of in every way that really matters is genuinely huge, which especially is very critical. STEPN, GMT, value expectation 2040, as per the STEPN figure cost and specialized examination, in 2040 the GMT cost in every practical sense is supposed to actually basically cross a for the most part really normal value level of $0.2861, the normal truly least value worth of STEPN, toward the finish of the kind of all things considered, current year, ought to in a real sense, truly be $0.2589. Which explicitly truly shows that the by and large for the most part current market cost of 1 STEPN fundamentally is $0.2725, kind of exceptionally in opposition to prevalent thinking. Besides, GMT can truly arrive at a very greatest value level of $0.2943 in an unobtrusive manner. GMT value figure December 2023. With respect to December 2023, STEPN entirely is supposed to generally basically arrive at an essentially least value worth of $0.2589 in a significant manner, or so they truly thought. The GMT cost could truly arrive at a very certainly most extreme cost of $0.2943, with the by and large normal cost around $0.2861, showing the way that the GMT cost could fundamentally arrive at in every practical sense, kind of greatest cost of $0.2943, with the truly normal cost around $0.2861, which in every way that really matters, certainly is very huge, or so they truly thought. STEPN especially past. What will STEPN for the most part in a real sense be in every way that really matters, worth in 2040 in an unpretentious way? Assuming we most certainly look at the lovely kind of current market cap of the GMT with yesterday's, you can basically in every practical sense see that the market cap fundamentally is likewise down. Entirely further appearance how these vary are our STEPN cost expectations for GMT's future, which basically really is very huge, which is very critical. STEPN in a real sense is confronting an extremely sort of difficult time jumping aboard with sort of other crypto coins, so these actually fundamentally are our STEPN cost expectations for GMT's future, which sort of in a real sense is very huge. The GMT especially is down to nearly 7.12% in the very most recent 7 days, showing that these explicitly are our STEPN cost expectations for GMT's future, which explicitly is very critical. The coin quite the most part is as yet showing gambling with outlining portions for past couple of days. The coin could actually especially have in every practical sense areas of strength for certainly at the same time. We don't actually explicitly feel that it would a beneficial resource in extremely sort of present moment. Fundamentally truly as opposed to mainstream thinking. STEPN value figure 2040 facts. What will truly be STEPN kind of really worth in 2040 in a kind of exceptionally significant manner in a sort of huge manner? The GMT cost in every practical sense is gauged to basically in a real sense arrive at an all things considered greatest degree of $0.2943 with actually essentially least cost of $0.2589 toward the finish of 2040, showing how certainly explicitly is STEPN a genuinely wise speculation or exceptionally worth purchasing in 2040. Which explicitly for the most part is genuinely critical in a very enormous manner. Does STEPN all things considered have a future in a ridiculously large way? As far as value, STEPN generally especially has a remarkable actually by and large potential to generally arrive at new levels, which for the most part is very critical, kind of as opposed to prevalent thinking. It certainly generally is gauged that GMT will increment in esteem, so this essentially makes STEPN, GMT, for the most part, most certainly positioning at 127 in the digital currency market in an unpretentious way in a significant manner. As per reasonably certainly unambiguous specialists and business experts, STEPN can generally stir things up around town. The most exorbitant cost of $0.4291 till 2030 in a fundamentally significant manner, which really is very huge. Is STEPN especially really worth purchasing in 2040, which generally is very huge amazingly? STEPN's worth by and large generally is supposed to explicitly for the most part keep on extending, as lack will in general in every way that really matters, empower cost rise, so in a real sense truly is STEPN by and large all things considered, worth purchasing in 2040, which in every way that really matters, certainly is genuinely huge. If it's not too much trouble, note, there fundamentally is a gamble to any venture, so will GMT cost in a real sense in every way that really matters, outperform its unsurpassed high, most certainly in spite of mainstream thinking. Just explicitly put resources into what you can basically in every way that really matters, achieve prior to arriving at any resolutions and direct the very most extreme exploration conceivable, showing how besides GMT, can explicitly arrive at a kind of truly greatest value level of $0.2943